Well, let's focus a little bit more on the Expanse for when it comes out, when it debuts. These people live. Can you give us a bit of a plot synopsis?
Sure. Yeah, it's set about 200-300 years in the future. Earth has just colonized our solar system, barely. We've got a colony on the moon, we've got a colony on Mars, we've got some people colonizing the asteroid belts, which they're mining for resources. We've pushed our technology to the limits, and it very much resembles the atmosphere that we had when we started to colonize America and the Wild West, and like how little towns were starting to form, and it was desolate and it was desperate and the environment was hostile and you were dealing with all sorts of things that would kill you, and the land had not been tamed yet, and only the bravest of the brave went out there and toughed it out. And so now our solar system is like that Wild West, and my character is a Martian. He's born on Mars. He's about third or fourth generation Martian, and our creators visualize this future as the people who braved that journey to colonize Mars. Who would those people be that would, I don't know if you know about this Mars mission that's happening right now. It's
Yes.
called Mars One. Mm-hmm. Who are those people that are going to take a one-way ticket to Mars? They're going to die on Mars. Their graves will be on another planet away. They'll never, once they get on that ship, they will never feel fresh air. They'll never be under the sun, except in a spacesuit. They'll never feel gravity, full gravity again. They'll never see an ocean again. And who are these 20 people or so that are going to do that? What type of people? And in our world, the creators felt the people that would make that journey, that would brave and conquer that untamed world, would be the Asians, the East Indian Pakistanis, and the Texans.
Yes.
Kudos. That's your people. So the fusion of cultures on Mars, you've got Indian, Pakistani, Asian with Texas accents. And that's the people who conquered Mars. And the culture that comes out of it is a very different culture than what comes on Earth. They're extremely driven, they're extremely focused, they're unified as a whole. They've got one common vision, which is to terraform Mars. And they're all working towards that goal. It's not, their tech is extremely high. They've surpassed Earth. It's kind of like what happened with the United States when it separated from the UK, and they surpassed the parent colony. And as colonies are wont to do, they tend to start to resent where they came from. Mm-hmm. And now when the series starts, there's tensions between Earth, Moon, Mars, and the asteroid belt. The belters have become basically the working class of the solar system. They're the ones that everyone shits on. They're the ones that they get taxed up to wazoo. They're working their asses off. They don't even have a planet. They're out there mining asteroids for ice and water and air, which is a very precious commodity out there. And a revolution is in the works, and it's just waiting for a spark, something to set it off and start a war. And that's what happens. And some unknown force is trying to start that war. We don't know why, for a very mysterious reason. And that's when we start the series.
I see. So it sounds a little bit like this series, or the original IP was informed a lot by what's going on in present day, mm-hmm. Well, around the world, really.
Yeah.
I was about to say the Western world, but it's really
it's around
the world.
Absolutely.
Even though it's set in the future.
I think it's basically saying that human beings are incorrigible. In our world, the Earth has kind of done away with sickness, illness, poverty for the most part. Everyone can make a living. Everyone can have a roof over their heads. It's pretty much it's run by the United Nations. It's not segmented into countries, and it's expanding. And as it expands, then we go back to being human again, and being resentful again, and being jealous and envious, and turning into us and thems again. And so, yeah, I mean, that's what happens in our world now. That's what's going on. And even if we manage to unify our planet and we start to grow, I think what our creator says, we will always have that little shard of broken glass inside that always makes us be human. And so we're taking it to that next level. Earth has finally got its shit together, and what's happening in the rest of the universe, it's starting to fall apart.